Hello, and welcome to Grug Gaming, and welcome back to our Let's Play of RPG Maker MV. We're at the point where it's time to make our next big cutscene, and again, this is going to be Grug meeting Leroy, his old commander, and having Jax join him. So, we kind of talked through this cutscene last episode, and I went ahead and I wrote down everything that I talked about this cutscene happening. So, I've kind of got this all figured out. I need to add Jax joins party, and then cut to normal. Alright, so we have everything laid out here. I also did a quick spell check on it, so it'll be easy to copy paste everything in where we want it. So the first thing we need is a butler. So I've gone ahead. Let me go back one step. I set this up real quick, just a real beginning for it. It's an auto run like we've seen before. Transparency on for Grug, and we're going to move Grug into the corner right here so that we can just get a shot of the whole scene, and then we can see it happen. So, what that looks like to start our scene, when Grug enters the building here, he'll go invisible, and he'll just be placed right here so that we can go ahead and watch the scene and take place without having to move the camera at all. That's my plan for that. So we have our basic auto run scene in the upper corner. Let's delete this, edit this little thing here. Again, Grug goes invisible, and it puts him right here to act as our camera. So, what are the other things that we need? Of course, we need to have the following. We need a new event. This is going to be Grug. We've done this before, where we're going to have a Grug event. Apply. And Grug needs to start out as transparent. So again, we'll go to set movement route, set transparency on. Do not wait, just make it happen right off the bat. Apply. And that's going to auto run at the very beginning of our scene. So we'll have an invisible Grug, and then we need our butler that's going to be here as well. So we're going to add our butler event here. New event. Let's do this. Call this guy the butler. And the butler is going to look like, you know, those train NPCs? There's a guy here that looks kind of like a butler. This guy right here. He looks butlerish to me. He's just the wrong color, but this will work as our butler. So we'll call him butler, and we'll apply. Okay, and the same thing here. To start out on auto run. No, actually that's dumb. Okay. Edit. Let's delete this. We'll deal with these on a separate basis. So, what we're going to do is we are going to have Grug. This butler actually needs to be right here to greet Grug when he walks in the door. So, we need to move. We need to set event location. Move our butler to this location right here. Yeah, we'll do it right a little bit in. That'll work. Give us some room to work with. And he needs to be facing down. Okay. I'm just worried. Do we need to do anything? No, that'll be fine. We don't need to make them invisible to start. We just need them to be in the right spot. And then we need to move Grug to here. So, new, set event location, Grug. And he needs to be just walking in the door. And he needs to be facing up. So that'll work. So we have Grug and him right here. And then we need to have the butler say, show text. And this is going to be our butler face. So if we go to the train faces, Train. Oh. Is that our butler? That's our butler. That's a really good butler. Why is there this? That's kind of cool. There's a shadow version of the face. Oh man, those trains are people are kind of cool. All right, anyways. Train butler. The passenger male is our new butler. He's going to just be kind of nonchalant, and we already have his text. So butler's going to say, "Welcome. Are you here to see Lord Leroy?" We do need to do a little bit of work on this text. We need a question mark. We need to do some capitalization. But we have the basics down. Lord Leroy, I think Lord should also be capitalized. And this welcome. There we go. Text, so we'll put it up top. That looks good. All right, and then Grug says yes. Let's change the wording on that a little bit. So another text. Grug's face here. And actually, I want something to be just kind of his normal Grug face. There we go. So, how about he says, "Yes, I am here to see the Lord." Okay. And then we'll have him look shocked. A new text message with shocked Grug. Wait. Did you say Lord Leroy? Is in Leroy of the second let's see. Of the what's a good name for a battalion here? It's going to have he's got an axe of the Oh, sorry to pause up here. I didn't think about this. We're writing on the fly a little bit. Is in Leroy commander of the Blazing Axes. There we go. That looks good. A little bit of backstory. So Grug was in the Blazing Axes. Now we know what his troop was in the War of Tears. We're building out that backstory. All right, and then we need some text from the butler. Train passenger M. Yes. Well, that was his name. That was his unit in the War of Tears. But he is properly referred to. No, he is properly addressed as Lord Leroy of Deacon Manor. And Deacon Manor is a place. There we go. That's a good... Yeah, I like that. Alright, so then we have Grug go... what's the next stage here? Yes, Lord Leroy. Perfect. We'll get Grug. What face would Grug have after hearing that news? Maybe a little bit happy. Wow. Lord Leroy, eh? Please, take me to his lordship. There we are. Is that all within his box? Yes. Alright, so we have some basic dialogue between Grug and the butler, who is going to be right here. Right? Where's our butler at? He's on 1310. Oh, it doesn't update in the fly. Alright, let's apply, okay. Where is 1310? 1310 is right here is the butler. Alright, so the butler's here, and Grug is here. So we need to walk them around. So, we'll have the butler say, "Follow me, sir." Follow me then, sir. Follow me, sir. Alright, so now we need to move everybody. So Grug and the butler. So the butler's going to need to turn without a wait command. He's going to need to turn up, and then he's going to go up 1, 2, 3. So, new movement command for the butler. He is going to turn up, and he's going to move 1, 2, 3 up. Okay, apply, and then we can get this out of the way. So, butler goes 1, 2, 3. Okay, next. Man, finding a place to put this window so it doesn't block your work is a difficult thing. Alright. Edit, and again, we don't want to wait because we want Grug to follow. So, 1, 2, 3. He needs to go turn right. He needs to move right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Move right 6. 4, 5, 6. That'll put him here. So he needs to turn down. And then I need him to move down 1, 2. Down 2. And that'll put him right in front of his lordship. Alright, that looks good. So, next up, I need Grug to follow. I was going to have to get this somewhere. So, Grug needs to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Grug needs to move up 5. New, set movement route for Grug. He needs to move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Apply, okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then Grug needs to move right, turn right. There we go. So Grug, edit. He needs to turn right. Then he needs to move right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6 here, and then I want him to turn down and then stop. And then once Grug finishes moving, we can move on to the next stage. So let's test everything that we have right now, shall we? So let's go ahead and put in a pause here. Let's just do some huge amount of time. Oh, you can't do that long. 800 seconds, or 800 frames. Apply, okay. So, here we go. Save it all. Run. Let's see how this goes. Welcome. Are you here to see Lord Leroy? Yes, I'm here to see the Lord. Wait, did you say Lord Leroy? Is in Leroy, commander of the Blazing Axes? That was his unit in the War of Tears, but he is properly addressed as Lord Leroy of Deacon Manor. Wow, Lord Leroy, eh? Please take me to his lordship. Follow me, sir. we're getting a hang of this. Awesome. So we get here, and then we can have this go down. Awesome. That is beyond cool. So, let's edit. Let's get rid of our pause. Delete. Alright, so Butler's here, Grug is here. We need to add some more text. It's weird having it way over here on the left because it's not where I'm used to seeing. So text, we will have the butler introduce Grug. Your lordship. Your lordship, may I introduce him? He forgot to get his name. It's gonna happen. And then some more text here. Show text. Grug with a big smile on his face because he knows this guy. He's super happy. Grugtar. Formally. Is that how you spell formally? Am I just an idiot? This is the worst thing. I swear I know how to spell, everybody. But I'll tell you what. Yeah, I know how to spell formally. I don't feel like an idiot. Completely. Alright. Formally of the Blazing Axes. Right, and a little bit of text here again for the butler. And we'll give him kind of an annoyed face. No, just a normal face. Let's keep him neutral. Grugtar. Formerly of the Blazing Axes. Alright, so we were going to have Grug, you're still alive. So here, we'll just have our buddy. Who is our lord? He's an actor, isn't he? Didn't we choose him? Yes, there he is. Kind of young to be the old commander, but that's fine. We don't have any shocked expression faces for him, though, which is kind of sad now that I think about it. I feel like if we're going to have a lot of dialogue, we should get some expression for him. So let's actually go ahead and create some faces for him real quick. Character generator. This looks very much like him, but I want a slimmer face. I don't want... How did they get this face that looks kind of... Well, we'll just make it as close as we can. His front hair is kind of this stuff, and his rear hair is kind of this. He doesn't have a beard. He doesn't have elf ears. His skin is much lighter. There we go. I think his back hair is a little bit longer, but not curly long. Not ponytailed. Yeah, this is... hair is so hard. This'll work. This hair looks like him. So that looks pretty good. Let's get to the mouth, because that really is where most of the expression comes from here. So we need a neutral face. This cloak, no cloak. Get rid of the cloak. How do I get rid of a cloak here? Is that a clothing style? Yes. An armor look with no clothing. Oh, that's just naked. Naked's not what we're looking for. Yeah, I don't want a cloak on him. There's the same armor. Okay, cool. This is pretty close. Just a little bit different. So that's not bad at all. Cool. So that works. So let's export this. Leroy face. And you guys know the drill. Get back to the mouth here. Change this up. So Leroy kind of happy. Then we need Leroy kind of with a big smirk. And then we need Leroy with a yell. And then we need Leroy sad. And then Leroy determined grimace face of anger. Maybe? I don't know what you would call this expression, but I'll know when to use it. It will just feel right. Leroy, big smile. Oh, the ooh face. A big smile. Does Leroy? Yeah, Leroy has a neutral. There we go. The last but not least, the ooh face that I like so much. So we'll put that here. Export that. Leroy face. Okay. That gives us a lot of options for Leroy. We don't have to do the rest because we already have his character body here. Alright, so let's go back to editing. How are we at time-wise here? Whoa, not bad, 22 minutes. We should be able to get through this in one go, I think. Let's edit. And Grugtar, formerly of the Blazing Axes. So we're going to show text with Leroy. Alphabet is difficult, apparently, for me to use. There we go. Leroy. Where's his shocked face? Did we not make a shocked face? I guess no shock, just angry yell. Huh. We'll use this. Grugtar. You're still alive? Yes, Jeeves. Jeeves with a J. Yes, Jeeves. You may go. You may go. Oh, we need to get that down here. There we go. So, put that at the top. Okay. Apply. Alright, so we need the butler to leave. So the butler is going to go edit. The butler will need to set movement route for butler. And what's he going to do? He's going to turn left. He's going to move left, left. Then he's going to turn up, which puts him here. He's going to move up, up. Up, up. Then he's going to turn left. And then we're going to walk him off screen is basically what's going to happen. So the butler is right here looking left. So he's going to move left. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Well, he's going to move 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And we're going to have it wait for completion on him before it moves to the next step. But what's going to happen is, at the same time that he moves, Grug is going to move. Set movement route for Grugtar, he is going to move down 2. Move down. Okay, apply. But Grugs does not have to wait for the butler to leave. Alright, so let's put a big weight on the end of that so we can see if we've timed it all right. Alright, we're going to skip through a lot of it, of course. But let's see if we have the butler out of the way so we can look at the rest of it here. Alright, we've already know all this dialogue works. They walk over. The new dialogue plays. And then Grug walks down, and Jeeves walks away. Let's just walk Jeeves here and have him turn to the side, actually, so it doesn't take as long. And then we can move to the next step. So, Jeeves the butler down here, as opposed to all this. Oh. Alright, move up. Turn left, move up, turn left. So after that, every turn left, move left, look down. So move left, turn down, move down, and then turn left. And then the butler will just stand here the rest of the conversation. Alright, so that's gotten us pretty far. Now we need to have the conversation between Grug and Leroy, which is really just a matter of copy and pasting the rest of our conversation in here, which is not going to be too rough. So, the first thing we need to have is, who stalks first in our thing? Grug, you're still alive. I haven't seen you since the war. Okay, so text for Leroy. I know there's a quick switch you can put in to make it just choose the face real quick. But I can't remember what that is. So Leroy says, I haven't seen you since the war. Capital I. Alright. And then Grug's response is, Commander, what are you doing here? I like him with his kind of like sneer. He just can't believe that his buddy is in charge as he owns this whole mansion. That's crazy to him. Next up, we have Leroy. After the war, I put my money into ships and became mayor. We'll change that to Lord here. Nope, not that one. Again, this just sneer of everybody. Everybody's very sneery. It became... and eventually was anointed. It was granted lordship over this town and lands. Who knows where the king is and who's granting these lordships, but that'll work. We don't need to go super deep into this, because we got a lot. Alright, then Grug has to tell him about his son. So Grugtar, show text. Grug, upset. Upset face. Why is it so hard again for me to find these? Grug with the slightly turned down, or, no, we'll give him this. This face looks very, very much it. Leroy. Capital L. Comma. My son has been kidnapped by slavers and taken across the sea. Can you help me? It makes no sense for this to suddenly, with so much space, break off there. There we go. Can you help me? And then we have Leroy's big speech coming up here. Show text. Leroy's face. It's going to have to be a kind of neutral face, because he's giving him bad news and he can't help him right away. Ooh. So here's his big speech about Grug, what he has to do. This will take a little bit of fixing. Grug, you know that I would never leave a fellow soldier on the battlefield. That should all be one word. But I need... Oh, is this going to have to be 2 sentences? But I need something before I can get you a ship. Oh, it all fit in one. I didn't think it would. Cool. Alright, so how much of that is missing? This whole line is going to have to be the next part. So we got to here. Alright, so top. Looks good. Show text, more Leroy. We'll save this for his last when he says, do you think you're up to the challenge? Because that deserves that little sneer. Rup. Need you to drive the slavers out of... This should be capitalized because it's a plural possessive and actual noun. So no one else will suffer the same tragedy as you. Alright, so we got up through as you. That's where we'll cut that. Okay. Next up, if you do this, I will be able to convince the merchants to give you a ship across the sea. Man, getting this all to line up properly. A ship to cross the sea. And then very last, show text, give him that cheeky grin. And ask, are you up for this challenge? Apply. Alright, now we got Grug coming back at him. Leroy, I'll do whatever it takes to get my son back from those filthy slavers. And this is Grug yelling. This is Grug, he's passionate. He's not joking around. He knows. He knows what needs to be done. Filthy slavers. Exclamation point on that. Okay. Good. Alright, so I was about to just copy paste that in there. Leroy again with his smirk. This kind of default look. Oh no, actually this kind of like half smile. So good. I also want you to take my daughter. Jax with you, although she has become a potent user of holy magic in her own right. She has no real experience. Apply. Second part of his speech. There's got to be an easier way to do this. And then we need kind of turn down face. Yeah, this one. I fear that unless she experiences the real dangers of this world, she will never be able to take my place as the leader of Deacon. Alright, apply. How far are we in? What's our time look like? Oh, 36 minutes. We're going to get this. We got this. We only got like 3 more lines of dialogue. Alright, but what we're going to do here is that he says, you've got to take my daughter. And so we'll show Jax here. So show text. We're going to use Jax's face. And we're going to use this kind of... these eyes right here. Kind of steely, determined eyes. And then we have Grug's line of dialogue. She is more than welcome. So let's add that in. A little bit of Grug. It's kind of soft face there. She is more than welcome. Top that up there. We'll have Jax do another, like, unreadable look to her face, which is going to be the way her character is. So, how about we just give her some... Same thing. Alright. And then we have Leroy does a nod and tells him how to get to the cave. Leroy. And we'll use this to indicate, like we did a cough earlier. And actually we'll take all of this out. So he just nods. And then more Leroy. Giving directions on how to get to Slaver's Cave. So Slaver's Cave is south of here on the other side of the Midland River. You will have to... Whoop! This is not going to fit. We'll have to put that in another dialogue box. Alright. We are so close. So close. Now, I don't want this face. I want his determined normal face. That's fine. Let's see. You will have to travel west and then south. Around Midland Lake. This should be capitalized. Before heading west to the mountains and Slaver's Cave itself. Slaver's Cave itself. Awesome. All right, cool. So, we've got that all set. I want to edit this before it bugs me. Midland River. It's a proper noun. All right. Woo! Lots of dialogue going to be happening here. Way more than we had before. Cool. So that finished out this dialogue. And then we need Jax to join the party and cut back to normal. So, save whatever we did there. So, here's what we're going to do. We've got all that dialogue saved. We're at 40 minutes. We're going to cut the episode here. When we come back in the next episode, we are going to give Jax a class. We are going to set it up so that she walks over and joins Grug in a party. We're going to put her in the party with Grug. And then we are going to have them walk out and leave the scene. So then we'll be able to have her walk out and we'll be able to test them out in the field fighting. And then we'll be done with this town and ready to move back onto the overworld and getting down to our cave. Oh, I'm feeling good. All right, so folks, that's where we're going to end it today. I want to say thanks for watching. Please tell your friends. And as always, we hope to see you soon.